Thank you. Here we go. I'm Adira. I'm Ophira. This is our show. This is our show. I'm Adira. I'm Ophira. This is our show. This is our show. So much for you to see. Oh yeah. Marisa and Jesse. Oh yeah, this is our show. This is our show. This is our show. We have an amazing show tonight. Are you guys ready?
Unbelievable show. Yeah. We have Joyelle Johnson, everybody.
Woo! We got Clover. We got Bellamy. And Rovaco. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, one last one over for me. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So happy to have this is a beautiful space to perform in, I gotta say. We don't usually get to go to these nice places.
No, last night we were in a basement.
We were in a basement. We're above ground.
Yeah.
Our career is looking up.
We can actually get cell service up here.
we can get cell service. If you don't know, right beside me right here in the sparkly number, which I know right now doesn't mean much because we're both in sparkly numbers. Look at this, everybody. How do you get matching outfits? This one knows where to get them.
I do.
Adira Amram, everybody. Adira Amram.
And all the way from Park Slope.
It's true. It's true. And you know what? An ACE line, if you were on it, wasn't running properly this evening. So
No.
if you're also here, well done.
Welcome. Ophira Eisenberg.
Thank you. Thank
more
you.
noise.
Hi. Hi, everybody. So we've been doing a little reading.
We have been, and I don't know if you guys know this, but it's the holiday season, which means for magazines, it's now time to do roundups.
All
for
the
year.
roundups of all the things that are trendy,
Yeah.
fashionable, important,
Hip.
things that 2019 made possible.
Exactly. And so I don't know if you guys have read about this, but the thing that's happening right now for the roundups is Dad Bod is back.
Yeah, dad bods. And we like to mention this specifically. Yeah, and you should laugh at that, by the way. Just the phrase dad bod should elicit a laugh. Because Adira and I are both...
We're moms.
We're moms. We're moms.
Yeah.
I have a 4-year-old, a 4-year-old boy.
Yeah, and I have a 6-year-old. He's a boy, but I feel like he may be more an animal.
Yes, I do have a bit of a feral animal on my hands.
Yeah.
And as a mother, you are never, there's a lot of pressure on you all the time, and you're really never given a moment off.
No.
But a dad,
Comedy.
a dad bod
Yeah.
is considered a highlight of 2019.
Oh, absolutely.
Because of celebrities, right?
Oh, yeah, like Keanu Reeves, he got just a little bit puffy, and suddenly we love him even more.
Yeah. He was photographed in the wild of his celebrity life, by a cliff on a beach, doing something very hard without a shirt, and he was soft. Actually, let me just read this. This is actually how they define a dad bod.
This is the true definition.
A dad bod is defined as a male body type, best described as softly round. It is built on the theory that once a man has found a mate and fathered a child, he does not need to worry about maintaining a sculptured physique. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's disgusting right there.
It's incredibly rude.
Now let me read you what a mom bod is defined as. A mom bod is a body typical of a woman. It's a great definition. Who has a child or children that isn't super fit anymore. Softly round? No, isn't super fit.
Yeah.
We just get right down to it. Bearing children significantly changes a woman's body, and these ladies are using their mom bod to challenge society's unrealistic expectations of what a woman should look like shortly after having a baby. Which means if you have a mom bod, you're automatically making a political statement.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, mostly that you've failed.
Yeah, exactly. It's not working out. But dad bods.
Oh, dads. They win. Dad bod is I think we can all agree, the superior body shape.
It is.
No one seems to enjoy my dad bod that I've been cultivating, but I'm going to keep working on mine.
But it is true. So since we have had our child, I have a husband, and he has put on like 15 pounds. He hates me mentioning this, but he's put on 15 pounds. And you know what people say to him when they see him? They do this. They go, hey, dude, looking good. Good for you, rocking the dad bod. Hey, man, you look happy. You look healthy. You having fun? You having a good time? Everyone loves a chubby dad. Everyone. Chubby mom, you're crucified. You are totally judged. Right? Like, everyone's just like, oh, that poor woman, look at her. She hates her life, yeah. She's just eating her feelings. Just goldfish and ice cream, cries at night, and then Pinot Noir. It's very sad. It's very sad.
It's also me.
And then if you're skinny mom, though, you don't get let off either.
No,
right? Then
no.
everyone attacks you on that side. They're like,
Absolutely.
oh, she doesn't want her life. She doesn't want to have kids. She's at the gym all the time. Look at her. She's at the gym. Where are you running to, Carol? Where are you running to? You can't run away. It's very sad.
And
it's very sad.
You know the other thing about mom bodies, our friend Kate put this picture
Oh, yes. This
on
is great.
the internet. Can we show this next? Okay. So this picture is a pair of pants that is the mom fit. It's very, very trendy right now. And this is a little bit of a reading test, but the second line, it says that the shape of this leg is called carrot leg.
It's a carrot leg. Let's just look at that leg for a second.
Yeah.
First of all, I think we can both agree the model is not a mom.
No, I think as you mentioned before, her mom actually took her there.
Yeah, that's right. And a carrot leg, what an amazing description. But that is just to describe any woman that has a thigh.
Yeah.
And then another portion underneath that to support the thigh. But
Do you have a carrot leg?
I have a thigh. I think that's, I guess my greens. I tuck my greens right under.
Yeah.
I tuck the greens right
Got
under.
those the tops, carrot tops.
Yeah, exactly.
I got carrot tops in the back.
Yeah,
carrot leg on the.
Do you think you have a carrot? A carrot
I
leg?
actually have butternut squash leg.
It's preferable, so
Yeah.
it's a winter treat.
It is.
But this woman, she has a leek leg, I think.
Yes.
It's very straight. It's more of a leek leg.
It is.
Right.
Or she could be an asparagus.
That's true.
She could
true.
be. But the thing that I find really offensive about, we always want to desexualize moms, and it's like,
Right, by calling them a carrot leg.
yeah. And I'm like, moms are the only people we 100% know have been fucking. For sure, we know.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And if they happen to have done it the traditional way, the carrot would have been inside them.
That's true.
In order to create the child. I'm sorry, everybody. We have been doing the
sorry.
farmers market circuit for
We
a
have.
while now.
Yes.
And so we
Yes.
have a lot of vegetable-based jokes that that work.
We just did a residency at the Union Square Farmers Market.
We did.
It was they were very aggressive.
Very angry people.
Very
angry
angry.
people
Very
wanting
angry.
mixed greens in a bag.
Yeah. But you know what? We wanted to do a segment now that we like to call Truth Behind the Photo, which is Instagram, we all know, is lies.
Yes.
Right?
It's the ultimate lie because it's beautiful. You get to take your life, forget about it, take a photo of a very lovely scene, throw it through a filter, put it up, pretend that it's representative of anything, and then add a little tag.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's usually something like, amazing vacation, day 12. You're like, first of all, day 12. I'm angry at that.
Yes. All of that is true. I was just angry about that day 12. I was really just taking that in for a
Day
second.
12! Yes, I know these people. So we're going to show you the truth that we're going to have to move things along. So let's go forward to, okay, this is my life right here. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
As you can see, this is a photo of a lot of Barbies. It's a lot of Barbies. What happened was that I had to clean out my old room from childhood in my mother's home, and I found a box of Barbies, and it went from I guess I don't want these anymore, to me dressing them all up one by one and then setting them up on this trunk in my old room. And then I got so into it and remembered all these like wonderful moments of playing with Barbies when I was a child, and some of these pieces of clothing my mother made. I started crying. The whole experience was about 2 hours, and I was all alone. And then I thought, well, I should take some photos of this because I'm not going to keep these Barbies. And then I thought I should just put this out there so people know it happened, and I'll make it happy. And I just wrote a little thing that said like, went down the Barbie hole, ha ha ha. And that was really my entire childhood right there, a picture of happiness, sadness, care, and love from my mother, and things that are never gonna happen again. 72 likes. Yeah, you're right to say that. I'd expect more too. But that is the truth behind that photo.
So let's move on to the next photo. This is a picture of Jesse and Marisa and I in Quebec, and we were doing a performance, and it looks like, oh man.
It looks amazing.
It looks amazing. It looks like we're really killing it here. And
it's outside?
It's outside. It was a music festival. It's very exciting. But what you can't tell in this photo, because it's taken from the back, is that it's actually a very dangerous rainstorm happening with lightning and thunder.
Yeah.
And the people that are there are so drunk that they are just getting completely soaked. And the venue wanted to call off the show, but the guy I was performing with was like, nah, it's cool. Adira can just like perform in the rain, because like she like performed while having internal bleeding during an ectopic pregnancy. She could totally do this. To which the girl that was doing the show was like, I have no context for what you just told me.
It's a pretty intense thing to just
That's
throw
like,
out there.
yeah, to casually say. And honestly, I was actually kind of cool with it.
You were cool with doing the gig?
I was cool doing the gig. Are you kind of like easygoing like me?
No, not at all. Nope, not at all. I would say no to that gig.
No? Why? What changed for you?
What changed for me? I guess age. Oh, and also you find out that the people that said no still got paid and were treated better. So that's
So
what
I
I
should
learned.
be more
That's
like
what
you.
I learned.
I should be more like you.
That's the truth behind that photo.
Yes. Yes.
We gotta get things
Yeah,
rolling
let's get
here.
things rolling.
All right, you guys, we're gonna have a night of music, comedy, and just like all
And
kinds
dance.
Of, and dance. I'm so excited to have a show where there's not one set of dancers, but there's another dance troupe.
Yes.
So we are gonna have a great time, and we're gonna start things off with our first comedian.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Put your hands together. Yeah, that's right. Get excited. I like that. You know what? I like a slow clap. It's like mocking but positive, and that's what I like about it. Your first performer, one of our absolute favorites, and we
Yes.
actually had the great opportunity to work with her just recently. You have seen her on Seth Meyers' show, Late Night with Seth Meyers. You have seen her, she actually wrote the first season of Broad City. You have also seen her on the great HBO show, Crashing. Please welcome to the stage, Joyelle Johnson, everybody.
Yes, clap, 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 clap. Come on. You didn't come to sit in the front row, and there you go, baby. I like that. That pitter patter. That was real bougie of you. Okay. He was like, fuck you, bitch. I'll clap. It's good to be here. All right. I like this vibe. This is cute. My face is on the wall. I'm cute. Okay. This is very, very nice. Very, very bougie and nice. It's nice to be here. I just got back from Vermont, so it's nice to be back where black people are again. Well, like not in here, but you know, like out in the streets of New York on the stage performing later. Yeah, I'm used to being the only black person somewhere, but Vermont was interesting because I was like, oh, this is north of the wall. There was a lot of White Walkers. So on that flight to Vermont, I was the only black person, but I was also the only young person, so that was strange. I was like, is this the flight to heaven? What the hell's happening right now? They were very old. They were old, not like regular old, but like old. They sat me next to a 90-year-old white lady. Why do I know that? Because she told me. I didn't ask. She just let me know.
And she was very chatty. She was telling me stuff I didn't ask, let me know she was going to visit her big sister. What the hell? Who is your big sister? John McCain's mother? What's going on? I don't know. Obscure reference. She's 107. Anyway, she didn't know how to talk to a young black person. And that's the reason I didn't like her, because she just started naming black people she could remember. And that got awkward real quick. Because she's 90. She don't know no new blacks. She was hitting me with throwblacks. And her opener was, do you know Ella Fitzgerald? I was like, Ella Fitzgerald? This is your singer small talk in 2019? She's like, Ella Fitzgerald and Nat King Cole were my favorite singers. I was like, okay, cool. I wanted the conversation to be over, so I made it awkward. I was like, do you know Harriet Tubman? And Nat Turner, they're my favorite slaves. So you don't want to talk anymore? Oh, well, look out the window. I'm in the middle seat. I hate you. All right, cool. That will not be our only slavery reference tonight. Buckle up, white people. It's cool. I've been traveling a lot. I was just in Amsterdam. Has anybody ever been to Amsterdam? Yes. You gotta go. You just raised your hand so polite. I like that. You always this chill? Cool. Good talk. Imagine he has sex at a very slow pace like that. Calm sex. It's the kind I like. So I digress. I was in Amsterdam. Yes, that's a good place. I was out there scouting out places for when America goes full Gilead. I realized I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? I can't be in, I can't. If a handmaid comes, you got to pick a handmaid. Don't pick me. I just let all the men know, because I'll stab you in your dick. So don't do that. Don't do that to us. So I was in Amsterdam hanging out. Everything's better over there. I call it the upside down. They respect women. That's weird. There's no catcalling in Amsterdam. I was walking down the street for a week and a half to dead silence. It's like, how am I supposed to know I'm pretty? You ain't gonna say nothing when I walk past you. You're just gonna be quiet and respectful. Fuck you, that's rude. I don't appreciate that. I'm sucking in about to pass out. I have a crop top on. Stop it. I managed to get an Amsterdam boost still. I got so excited about him, I started learning Dutch. You like somebody a lot when you're willing to learn a shitty language. I downloaded Duolingo. Duolingo was like, bitch, are you sure? Says here you live in Brooklyn. It's like, mind your business, Duolingo. I'm trying to get that Dutch dick. I wanted to learn it because I liked him so much. I was like, eventually things get serious. We're in a relationship. I know the language. I could catch him cheating. That's the only reason I wanted to learn it. Can't go through the phone if you don't speak the language, Been looking through his phone like, who is Das, bitch? Yes, I know Das is German, but it works better for the jokes, so. Yeah, been doing a lot. Everything's better in Amsterdam. Everything's legal that should be legal. Weed, gay marriage, prostitution, abortion. They've never had a problem with abortion rights. I fight for women's abortion rights because I've had an abortion. 1 in 4 women will have one in her life, so it's nothing to be ashamed about. We got to normalize that word. You don't be ashamed about having an abortion. Maybe be ashamed about how you got pregnant. I got pregnant the classy way on the floor of an Amtrak train in the handicapped restroom. Yeah. All right, that is gross, I know, but don't worry, ladies, I was on top. And I propose this: if you are having sex on the floor of an Amtrak train in a handicapped restroom, maybe you're not ready to be a mother, all right? Just give it up for choice. I've been doing a lot. I'm super duper single. I don't even know if I'm ever going to be married, but I'm very single. And I'm heterosexual, but I realize it's involuntary. I don't like to hear men speak, so that makes it hard to be heterosexual. Yeah, it's really difficult. And evangelicals think homosexuality is a choice. It's not. I would choose it right now. I just don't have the tongue strength. But men say stupid stuff to me all the time. The last guy I was intimate with was giving me a back massage. And in the middle of the massage, he just goes, yo, you got a strong ass back. And why would you say that to a lady? You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to say? I've been lifting cars in my spare time? Who's this a compliment from? A WNBA scout? What's happening right now? I didn't like that at all. I also didn't like that he would send me a dick pic. Any ladies getting dick pics over here? You send a little casual, calm dick pic? Well lit with like a little cognac in the background. No dick pics. Yeah, I'm not into that. I don't want to look at a dick. I'll suck it and fuck it, but I want to look at it. Turn out the lights. You know what I'm saying? God was clowning making y'all's bodies. I don't know. Like smoking a joint and just had some Play-Doh. Like, okay, cool. Bake it. Last guy sent me the dick pic. He shaved first, so I thought that was cordial. But he was hairy everywhere else. Yeah, so the dick looked like the tail of one of them baboons you see on a safari. I was traumatized. Like, why would you send that to me? I don't like that. Delete. And he lined it up next to a bottle of beer for scale. Yeah, this wasn't his first rodeo. He lined it up next to the bottle. It was bigger than the bottle. A lot of women like that. I'm almost 6 feet tall. Dudes think I want a big, gigantic beer bottle. I don't. I like schmediums all day long. I don't like to be battle fucked. But also, I got asthma and allergies and I can't breathe through my nose. So basically, if I want to go down on a dude, I got to take a Claritin D first. You know what I'm saying? Those aren't available at all times of night. You need ID for that, you know? And I don't want to be the first chick to die of fellatio-related asphyxiation. That would not make my mother proud. So yeah, you guys are fun. Yeah, I don't even know. I've been trying to do I give my number to dudes I meet on the bus in Brooklyn because I live my life on the edge. And the last guy I gave my number to, he started texting me. He's like, when do you get back? Because I'm on the road all the time. And he kept spelling back weird. Yeah, he spelled it with a lowercase b, capital A, lowercase cc every single time. Yeah, fun fact about me, I'm a word nerd. I had a word a day calendar growing up, so if you don't spell simple words like back properly, my vagina's not gonna get wet and I can't have sex with you, all right? So I had to text a grown man, why you spell back like that, son? And his response was, it's a habit. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? So I took a screenshot of the text, sent it to my favorite Jew, and I was like, hey, Noah, I was like, why don't you think I want to date this dude? Noah looks at the text. He was like, well, first of all, he doesn't know the difference between your and your. Reason enough. He was like, second of all, probably because he spells back like a Crip. Okay, like 2 people. So for the rest of y'all, Crips are gang members in America. They murder people. I was like, what are you talking about, Noah? He was like, Crips don't spell CK words. CK stands for Crip Killer, so all Crips spell CK words with 2 C's. Yeah. My Jewish friend told me that shit. You imagine how I feel I gotta hand my black card to somebody named Noah Garten Schwartz? I know it sounds like I made up a Jew. I did it. That's his real name, Noah Aaron Garten Schwartz. And to make it more Jewish, he's a writer for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. My name is Joyelle. Have a good freaking evening, you guys. Enjoy the rest of the show. Give it up for Adira!
Joyelle Johnson, everybody.
Noah.
Noah. Yeah.
Noah.
We have very Jewish names. Ophira Eisenberg and Adira Amram.
Yeah.
I know, but not the kind of Jewish names that anyone knows. My name obviously is just like, it's the bane of my existence.
Yeah.
No one ever gets it right. Do people get your name
No,
right?
people invent my name. They're like, Adriana. Someone thought my name was Aziz Ansari. I'm not kidding.
I just get a lot of, they just make up a new name. They're like, is your name Ophira? I'm like, have you ever heard those sounds put together before? No, it's not Ophira. And then I always get asked, did your parents make that name up? That's what I get asked. Did they make that name up? It's beautiful. Did they make that name up? No, it's real. It's like a thing. It's a real name. It exists in history. It's just a very, very old Hebrew name that didn't catch on. So I didn't know what we were wearing, so I also got this sequins jacket. Yes, thank you. And it's kind of cool. So this, if you have any of these pillows or stuffed animals, this is one of these things where you can change the color of it
depending on what, and it's very addictive to touch it, so I will admit, and don't feel any sort of thing, because there's so much padding to hide to stop my hands from coming near any kinds of flesh. But I was on the subway basically just doing this, up and down, being like, look at the color changing, just like basically caressing my front. And then I looked up and I realized there was a circle of people just staring at me, not saying anything. They weren't smiling and they weren't frowning. They were just staring. And I just, we had that thing where we all look at each other and we're like, yeah, all right. That was it. I love the subway for that, the shared experience where nobody passes any words. And we've all agreed that something happened, but let's not waste a moment trying to analyze it.
No, let's just, the subway. So I was just recently in Madison, Wisconsin for a job. Yeah. And I was with.
Madison's a great place.
It actually is a great place. I was at dinner and the waitress came over to my friend and I and was like, I'm actually thinking about moving to New York.
Oh, no.
And of course, I'm like, you should totally do it. Like, I can help you find an apartment. Like, you're my project. And the guy I'm with, my colleague, he's from Belarus, and he moved here alone when he was 15 years old. And he was like, don't move to New York. It's disgusting. There's rats everywhere and garbage everywhere. If you like garbage and rats, and the subway is disgusting in the morning. People are standing next to you and there's one stinking face and you turn your head and then there's another stinking face.
Yeah.
She's like, I think I'm staying in Madison.
Yeah, she was like, maybe it'll be different for me. That was me. I have all my family's in Canada, and I was there recently, and two people said, so are there a lot of rats in New York? Are there really a lot of rats? Like, have you ever seen a rat? I'm like, I've been here for 20 years. I think I've slept on a rat. I think I'm part rat. Actually, at this point, I am one with the rat.
Oh yeah, rats. I feel like my son, I think because he is born in this garbage town, he was like, Mommy, I wrote a song. I was like, I cannot wait to hear this. So this is my son's song. Don't sit on a rat trap, only if there's no rat. So that's from my upcoming musical, New York City Kid, the musical.
That's pretty good.
It's really
That's
good.
pretty good. I consider that the opening number.
Yeah,
that's the opening number.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you guys doing?
I think they're all set up.
You guys have all your things?
Yeah, you look perfect.
We're
I like your color palette too. It's an autumn color palette. All right.
These are all my stepsons. So we're really excited to have them. They came all the way from Brooklyn.
Good job.
So make some noise for Clover!
Clover, everybody!
Wow, it is such a delight to be here tonight. Hello, everyone. Like they said, we are Clover. We're going to play a few tunes for you. This first one is called Too Much Just Right.
Think I love you too much, love you generously.
more feeling. You know it's all unexpected. You're looking at Netflix instead of looking at me. Instead of looking at me. Instead of looking at me. I think I love you too much. Think I love you too nice. Think I love you too hard. I wanna love you just right. I think I love you too much. Think I love you too nice. Think I love you too hard. I wanna love you just I'm not a needy lover, no. Sometimes I just need your loving. Oh, oh, yeah, I need you. I need you. I need it. I'm not a needy lover, no. Sometimes I just need your loving. Oh, yeah, I need your love. I need your love. I need it. I think I love you too much. I think I love you too much. I think I love you too. Thank you. So I want to quickly introduce the band. Over here we have Evan Dibbs on guitar, Alden Slack on sax, Preston Folks on drums, Andrew Grau on bass, and Georgia Sebeski on backup vocals. This next song we're going to do for you is called In Your Head. Can I take this in doses? It's just too much to win just at once. Momentary psychosis. I have no doubt my mind was on the run. From your fingers and the feeling running upwards toward the ceiling. Can't forget that pink light or the darkness playing in your eyes. Now she's in your head. Head in your head. Head in your head. Your head in your head. Now she'll say what she should have said. losing the feeling, running upward toward the ceiling. No, I can't forget that picture. Oh, the darkness draining your eyes. But now I'm in your head, head in your head, head in your head, your head in your head. Now I'll say what I should have said. Be there in the morning, raindrops when it's pouring, interrupt your thoughts, remind her of what you have stolen. Be there when the sun shines, declaring that I am mine. I'll be there in your head, in This one's called Jealous. Take a look at where we are. Correlated constellations in the dark. They're out looking for a spark. We toss the matches, keep the ashes in a jar. Oh, don't you think that they'll be jealous? All I know is that we could sell it, baby. Scroll and like so we can relish in all our lies that we provided. Hey, is it more satisfying to fabricate what it is you did on your last day? Oh, if you wanna make me jealous, know that it ain't worth it for you. Finding happiness is hellish when you aren't living your truth. If you wanna make me jealous, know that it ain't worth it for you. Finding happiness is hellish when you aren't living your truth. Maybe we should post a picture. Lips like pants drop, yet they don't fix it. 'Cause no one knows that we are broken. If all we show them is we're golden, yeah. Is it more satisfying to fabricate what it is you did on your last day? If you wanna make me jealous, know that it ain't worth it for you. Finding happiness is hellish when you all live in your truth. If you wanna make me jealous, know that it ain't worth it for you. Finding happiness is hellish when you all live in your truth. If you wanna make me jealous, oh, oh. It's so nice to see so many new faces. We would love for you to join our family and come along with us for whatever's next to come. Hopefully, some sort of best thing, you know? All right. Have a good night.
Clover, everybody, let them hear it one more time. Awesome. That was awesome. I love this. I like to wear that. That's an amazing thing. I can borrow it. You guys are like family. Hi, everybody. I also kind of like the simplicity of the name Clover. That just feels warm right now. It feels warm. I just actually noticed I live right in Park Slope, and the ice cream store has closed. That's how you know it's time. And one of the things I dislike about that ice cream store is what I dislike about everything that's happened to ice cream stores is that it's an artisanal ice cream store. I don't like artisanal ice cream. I feel like artisanal ice cream has figured out a way to remove the joy out of ice cream. We figured it out! Because in that ice cream shop, when you go in, the children inside of it are crying. Why? Because all the flavors are like lavender and sage and leather and tobacco. You know, just nothing a child wants. A woman was trying to make the kid feel better. She was like, no, sweetie. No, Tim, there's no chocolate, sweetie. No. You can have Johnny Walker Double Black. Do you want that? The kid's like, I like IPAs. You know, they're advanced. It's a whole thing. I go into Starbucks occasionally to get a coffee, but it's always difficult because my name is Ophira. So, clearly I do not put my name in the hands of a barista because that is a nightmare. And if you have a weird name, you've also figured out a alternate persona. You have a coffee name that you use in order to obtain your Java. You make it easy on yourself, right? You're nodding your head. Do you have a coffee name? No, but you know of this concept. Yeah. Does anyone have a coffee name here? Does anyone use a different name to get their coffee that you want to admit? Yes, you do? Okay, what's your real name? Rohan? Okay, you'd think they could get that, but I understand. What's your coffee name? Ron. Yeah, I know. You made it short. You made it something that everybody knows, right? Yeah. And how does that work out? Fine. Just fine, right? Did they ever spell that wrong? Sometimes. But you don't care, right? Because it's not your real name. Yeah, you don't care. Spelled any way you want. Okay, so similarly, my name is Ophira. My coffee name is Joan. Joan is my coffee name. I think it's a solid name. It was working great for me up until I guess it was about a month ago. I am in a Starbucks. I'm tired. I'm a little out of it. And I'm just kind of rolling through it. I was like, hi, I'd like a medium coffee, room for milk, and the name is Joan. And the barista goes, oh my God, that's my name too. And I was like, I've never planned for this moment. And she goes, do you also hate the nickname Joni? And I was like, I've never created a backstory for my character. And all I had to say was yes. That's all I had to say. But instead I went, it's actually not my real name. It's not my real name. And she looked hurt, I think, hurt. And so I went, no. I like that name. I like that name because it's simple. And I know, she took it as an insult. Yeah, it's not really one, but she took it as an insult. And she goes, well, what's your real name? And I go, it's Ophira. And she goes, that's a stupid name. Yeah, and then she took the coffee cup and wrote Joni on it, and that's how I got my coffee. Yeah, I was served in more than one way at that Starbucks. And you know what? I think their coffee is bitter. I'm just gonna say, I think it's bitter. We're in another cycle of everything coming around again. I love how the 70s are back. You've noticed that around with bell bottoms and platform shoes and macrame purses and trying to decide if we should give women equal rights. It's funny how it gets reimagined. And astrology is back. Astrology is back. I remember everyone being into astrology in the 90s, but it's back. People are really into horoscopes. I believe horoscopes. Horoscopes are for the lost and the weak. And I know that is a very Capricorn thing to say, but I stand by it. I have a little, my 4-year-old, his birthday, he's turning 4 on Saturday. It's like a big moment. Yeah, thank you. I know. I'm going to take your one clap because, oh my God. I did the whole thing older. I had a child older in life. I cannot believe I had this child biologically, but we're raising him adopted because I want him to feel chosen. I want him to feel chosen. But yeah, I mean, and you know, and because I did it later, if you do anything that's not on the mainstream clock, you get asked a lot of stupid questions, and I get regularly asked amazing things. A lot of time people say they feel bad for me. They go, oh, you just had a child? Oh my, why? Why did you wait so long? Why did you wait so long? It's because I hate kids. Yeah. But they say you love your own. You know, fingers crossed. He's still a little too young to tell, but no. He's a good egg. Yeah. Actually, I know for a fact he was my last good egg, but I will admit my life I've been a little out of sorts in the last few years. I'm not on top of it like I used to. And I had a moment recently, as the weather changes, as it gets drier, I always get nosebleeds. I have my entire life. And I got one. I was like, oh, I know it's winter's coming because I got a nosebleed. And I was in a rush, as I always am. And I was like, oh, nosebleed. So I fixed myself up, and I was running out the house. So I fixed myself up, and I was like, good. And then I was running to the subway, and I had too warm of a jacket on because it was still it's kind of hot out, but I had a warmer jacket. And I'm running to the subway, and I'm sweating. So I was just wiping sweat off my face as I'm getting into the subway. And I guess I didn't realize that I had snorted out a little bit of blood from my nosebleed, and thinking it was sweat, I wiped it across my face and entered New York City. I got on a packed R train from Brooklyn to Manhattan. I went to a bank to deal with a foreign check issue. I went to a Walgreens and bought some shampoo. I got on another packed R train back to Brooklyn. I bought a birthday card and a coffee. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. I had no idea. No one even looked at me weird. All I remember actually is that some strangers, like just people around, were looking at me for an extra second than normal. Like they were just pausing on my face for an extra moment, and I could not figure out why, but a tiny little part of me was like, maybe I look really good today. Like maybe got something going on that people are into. And I gotta tell you, it put a spring in my step. I felt bold, I felt confident, I smiled at a stranger, they turned away, not a red flag, that's totally normal. So by the time I got to my house, I was like, I gotta get into my bathroom and see what I've got going on, because clearly it's getting a great reaction. And I got into my apartment, went into my bathroom, and I was like, oh my God, because I had this dried blood on my face, and it was in an arc from my nostril going up my cheekbone. And so clearly not food or makeup, like dried blood, and a lot of it, like a lot of dried blood up my cheek. And I felt mortified, and I was humiliated, and I felt so stupid for being like, maybe I'm really good looking, you know? And then I was mad too. I was just like, what is wrong with everybody that nobody told me? What is wrong with everybody? And then my head did a little turn, and I was like, or is it actually, how cool is everybody in New York? That 500 strangers looked at me that day and just went, I don't know what the hell's going on with that lady. Maybe this is the best day she's had in years. Maybe today she got most of the blood off of her face, got on some pants and made it out of the house. All right, give her coffee and let little Bloodface live her life. All right, you guys are awesome. We're going to take a quick intermission. Thank you. Grab a drink, and we'll be back with more music, dance, and comedy. Thank you very much.
A little bit more. Get out of here. Got so good at hiding, I never made my feelings clear. Never take a moment now to spell it out. When all this is over, I trust there'll be no doubt. All I want is the best for you, but there's only so much I'm willing to do, and the rest, you gotta make it harder than it already is, cause it already is quite enough for me. I can take it for a little while, but a little while ain't gonna be what you had in mind. Cause what you had in mind, you know you never find in a fella like me. It ain't no mystery from my history. I'm the kind of fool that can't see in front of me. And all you ask from me is a little bit more, 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 a little bit more. It's complicated after we touched each other. I must admit it felt so good that you have another. You've been riding so long, how could you forget it? We could do a whole lot of things, but you sure to regret it. With us it's over before it's begun. You got a good things to keep it going on. Yeah, on. With us it's over before it's begun. You got a good things to keep it going on. All I want is the best for you. There's only so much I'm willing to do. Yeah. All I want is the best for you. There's only so much I'm willing to do, and the rest. You gotta find somewhere else.
everybody.
Welcome back.
Hi, welcome back from your break.
Did you guys enjoy your cocktails?
You having some cocktails?
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
Good. Little Stacy's chips. Got some pita chips going, some of my favorite.
You know what?
I
Treat
consider
yourself.
that food only after 2 a.m., but I like that it's during the day. Is this day? Yes.
Guys, I don't think we made any noise yet for our amazing DJ that's here tonight, P-Love. P-Love and I have toured together for over a decade.
What?
I know.
amazing.
We were just teenagers, actually in middle school. I mean, actually in elementary school.
And I heard recently that you and I went to the same college/university, McGill. Yeah, we are both McGill alumni. Nice job. Live in Montreal. Yeah. And by the way, McGill, if you're unfamiliar, is known as Harvard of the North. Yes, it is. Until I don't know if you found this out too when you moved here, that no one referred to Harvard as McGill of the South. Yeah, only people at McGill use that.
So we wanted to play this game right now. So Paulo, can you give us some sweet tracks for this? All right. So we're gonna play a game right now.
We have a game for you.
Yeah, this is a game that we've made that's called
Wish,
Bish
is Ish. Okay, so here's how it works. We have our dancers, everybody.
We have Jesse and Marisa.
Jesse and Marisa. Now, Jesse and Marisa, we're gonna get two contestants up here. Jesse and Marisa have supplied Adira and I with some true trivia from their lives. We are going to have our contestants up, and we are each going to take turns reading a piece of trivia that is true from one of their lives. And all you have to do as a contestant is guess, are we talking about Jesse or Marisa? And you'll be given a little thing with their photos, and you just hold up who you think, and then whoever gets the most right wins a prize. So, did I got the rules? All the rules
those
are
are all
correct?
the
All right,
rules.
so we need two volunteers.
two
Right,
volunteers.
yeah,
Okay.
come on up over here. Yes, we need one more
wait.
volunteer.
We need another volunteer.
One more.
All
Come
right.
on up.
Come on up.
Yeah, come on up over on the side
Yeah,
right
take
here.
off that backpack. You're going on
Take
stage.
off that backpack. Great.
Come on up.
All right. Nice to meet you. All right, my
What's your
contestant.
name?
Come up
Nick.
front.
Oh, this is Nick.
Hi, Nick. How's it going?
Great. How are you?
Great.
Great show.
Thank you. What do you do, Nick?
Not much.
He's a rich guy.
Retired.
Retired?
Sort of.
You seem young, so you're just a rich
Thank
guy.
you.
Rich guy retired.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. And what's your name?
Carlos.
Carlos, what do you do?
I'm an audio engineer.
An audio engineer. Wow. How do you think this show sounds?
I think it sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right. That's right, Joe. Yeah,
Yeah,
great
give
work.
it up to our front of house.
Okay, so here, grab your little
Yeah, you're gonna come over
popsicle
here.
stick thing. So if it's clear, I'm going to say a piece of trivia first about one of these dancers' lives. You just have to guess, is it Jesse?
Yeah, this is
Jesse. Or is it Marisa?
Marisa.
Got it? Jesse.
Jesse.
Marisa. All right, here you go. Here's your first one. Which dancer, while working at an animal shelter, a frequently traveling volunteer asked this dancer to walk her dog until she came back because she was away? So they gave her her own set of keys. She frequented this volunteer's giant Soho loft. She had no idea, and later found out that this volunteer, who she was at the loft taking care of the pet, was international sensation Sia. I know. Was it Jesse or Marisa?
What do you think?
What do you think? Carlos, who are you choosing? Jesse, okay.
Are you going with Jesse or Marisa? You're going with Marisa. Okay.
All
This
right.
one's Marisa.
All right, let's find out who it was hanging out in Sia's loft. Oh!
It's Jesse!
It's Jesse! You don't win anything yet, Carlos. There's a few more questions. Audio engineers are impatient.
All right, so our next trivia. With 2 days left before her ID NYC expired, She spent 45 hours compiling a spreadsheet of all the museums offering free memberships for the next year. Then, subsequently, ran around 4 boroughs and to 30 institutions receiving a membership at each. Out of the 30 she visited, she only went to one of the museums the following year. Was it Jessie or was it Marisa?
Oh, we got a Marisa. Carlos says Marisa.
I can't help you. Is it
Nick says Jessie. Yeah,
Jessie?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh! Yeah. That is someone who does a spreadsheet right there. All right, which dancer was removed from the Hudson Hotel by security for having sex in the phone booth? She left the premises, made an about face, went immediately back in to the phone booth, boned again, dancer's words, not mine, and got kicked out again. Years later, she had her rehearsal dinner there. Was it Jessie or Marisa? Yeah, you can clap for that, right? It's an exciting story. We have a Jessie
We have a Marisa over
and
here.
a Marisa. All right, let's find out.
All right, here we go.
All right, so far I feel, Carlos, you're in the lead, 3-3.
I think he has 0 points.
Okay, well, there's plenty of time, like two questions.
I'm not great at math, but I feel like he's losing. Okay, but you can still win because it's magic.
Yeah.
Okay. On the last day of summer, under the harvest moon, got fingered and had an orgasm on the ferry returning from Rockaway Beach. This was after she already had enjoyed round 1 while waiting online to board said ferry. Was it Jessie or was it Marisa?
Yeah.
Going for Jessie?
Jessie? 2 Jessies. Yeah, you think you know who you're talking about, don't you? It's hard to look at a ferry line again the same way. All right, and finally, having left for tour on a Canadian stopover en route to Chile, which dancer took a pot cookie before a 12-hour plane ride due to the belief that it was better to smuggle a pot cookie into a foreign country than to arrive at customs high? Took a pot cookie with her on a flight instead of eating it because felt smuggling would be way better and at least one solid choice than just arriving high. Was it Jessie or Marisa?
We have 1 for Jessie.
1 for Marisa. All right,
Who's it
the
gonna
big
be?
reveal. It's gonna see how it all comes together. Which
Bish. Wish, bish is bish.
Oh! Both of them. Yeah. So close. This was so close.
This was so close. It was 0. Oh, you got, sorry. 1, 2,
4.
4.
Yes,
But
but
don't
because
worry.
but because this is the wonderful place that it is,
Yeah.
what happens?
You guys actually both win.
Yeah, you both win.
Are you ready for what you get? Not only do you get
A tote bag.
some tote
classic.
bag. If you're not getting a tote bag when you leave WNYC, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And look what's in it. An Adira Amram and the Experience activity book.
An activity book.
And
just for
also-
you. Oh,
The Adira Amram and the Experience custom lip balm.
custom, and they're very good. They're very hydrating.
And also a bottle opener. So
That says Joyful Curious Live.
yeah. So
Ooh.
enjoy your prizes and
take
thank
that.
you guys so much for playing. Wish, bish is wish.
Big hand for Nick, big hand for Carlos. Thank you for being an amazing volunteers for
You're
our game.
amazing.
And how about a hand for those dancers?
Oh my God, Jesse,
incredible. Yeah, I know. They're the real deal. They're the
best.
real deal. All right.
All right, so I think we're about ready to have our
Sorry, I
next
keep wanting to do that.
musical guests. Come on.
This is exciting. Yes, we have another musical act. And originally from Houston. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I gotta say, I was just there for the first time. I had a really good time in Houston.
Yeah, Houston is really
Houston's
fun.
very cool. I mean, it was not cool. It was very, very hot. But inside, very cool. Very cool, everyone. And everyone seemed cool.
That's very New York. I feel like because we're trapped here, anytime we go anywhere else, we're like, what is this, Poughkeepsie? It's amazing. Should we live here?
I know.
How
it's
much
true.
do you pay for an apartment? $114?
I know, exactly.
Oh my God, you get a whole haunted house? I want to live here.
How many closets do you have? 7?
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I could put
know.
all my ghosts in there.
All the ghosts. Their debut, Know You, is the newest single. The debut EP is Know You. The newest single is Queen. It's all available on Spotify. Please give it up for Bellamy.
How y'all doing, New York? I can't help but wonder, oh, where did this song begin? In my head, when I pretend an incarnation from a dream that never ends. You came just at the perfect time. You opened my eyes to things of which I was so blind. Oh, I wanted you out of my mind, but never thought that you would walk into my life. You're my queen. Wonder how you seem to walk right out and sing from my dreams. Yeah, queen, tell me what's a dream? Is it how we bring reality? Sweetest deja vu all over again. Your style, your vibe, it feels so right. Oh girl, I really wanna get to know you. Hey, can we talk, girl? Just wanna hold you a minute. Sit right here, let me know that you're with it. Can't stop now, 'cause my heart's all in it. Ooh, yeah. I hope you never say bye-bye, but if you do, just know my dreams will never die. 'Cause you're my queen. Said you walked right out of scene from my dreams. Oh, what does it mean? Is it how we bring reality? Is it how we bring reality? Yeah, just how it all began. A dream that has no end. Said you walked right out and then I saw forever. Now when I think about real love, I dream of nothing but the moment you became something true. Wait. Wonder how it seems to walk right out of scene from my dreams. What's up, New York? So as was mentioned before, yes, I am from Houston, always repping H-Town. Sorry what we had to do to your Yankees recently. Don't want to make any enemies, but hey, you know, the Nationals are getting y'all back, or getting us back for what we did, right? If you follow me on any social media, make sure you do. I'm at Bellamy, BELAMI_music. Keep up, and you'll find out when my album is coming out. Tonight we're gonna be performing a couple songs from that, so yeah. You make me better. You give me pleasure. I love you whether good or bad weather. Yeah, yeah. In the middle of a cold, I give you sweater. In the middle of a storm, take my umbrella. Ella, Ella. In the middle of a cold, I'll give you sweater. Yeah. In the middle of a rain, take my umbrella. Drops fall, you're my raindrops fall, you're raindrops fall, you're my car. Raindrops fall, you're mine. You make me better. I never ever felt like this ever. No. Hope we end never. Because in the middle of a cold, I give you my sweater, babe. In the middle of a storm, take my umbrella, Ella, Ella. In the middle of a cold, I give you my sweater, babe. In the middle of a storm, take my umbrella. Raindrops fall, you're my raindrops fall, you're raindrops fall, you're my car. Raindrops fall, you're my la da 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 da. When the tears roll down your face, I'll be right there for you. When storms cloud no light, I'll be your guide. And while we can't predict the weather, see, I'll be there through it all. And when raindrops fall, I'll be your car. Whenever you need, baby, I'm running, no hesitation. No, 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 my car, raindrops fall. When raindrops fall, you're my car, yeah. Eric Lewis on bass, y'all. I'll just take a second and just introduce everybody that was on stage. She just walked off, but y'all make some noise for the wonderful Lilu. Back here keeping time for us all night. Y'all make some noise for Reggie the drummer. And my main man from another land, Mr. Dotan. That rhymed. Sheesh, I'm good. Make some noise for Dotan. The song is called My Desire. I took off my shades just to look straight into you. No longer blinded by the light, it purifies my eyes. So used to hiding, aperture closing. Still there's this thing I can't deny. No reason I should try. It's that I love you. Oh, it's that I love you. Oh, it's that I love you, baby. Yeah, it's that I love you. Oh, see, I love her deeply. She brings me joy, joy, joy everlasting. Joy that no one has ever before. She gives me peace and she loves me strong. Oh, I'll be her shelter whenever there's a storm for us. 'Cause she loves me like no other has ever loved a man. I would give her everything long as she gets back to me. We will love each other tight and we will love each other close. We will love each other till we've given the most that we can inside this love affair. She is my everything, everything I'll ever need. She makes me feel like I'm Bellamy on the inside. She gives me peace, I'll love her forever. She is my queen, I'll give her my ring. She'll love me and I'll make her sing my songs. And she will sing my songs as she sleeps. She will sing my songs as she sleeps. she sleeps, as she sleeps, I watch over her. I make sure no one can touch her, no one can love her like I can. I will be her man, and I will do the best that I can to give her everything that she needs, 'cause she is my queen. She gives me peace and love everlasting. Long as I'm driving, we're never crashing. Burning inside this flame, she lights my fire, and she is the only one I desire. She is the only one I desire, baby, yeah. She is the only one I desire, yeah. She's the only one I desire, yeah. Peace, y'all, that's my time. My name is Bellamy. Thank you to WNYC for the invitation. Thank you for your time. Make sure you follow at Bellamy_music, BELAMI_music. Make some noise for my brothers back here. One more time for Lindsay Lucas, y'all. Peace.
Wow.
That's right, Bellamy!
We all want to be you on bass, by the way.
I know, right? We were like, wow, guy seems relaxed and having
Yeah.
a good time.
Like, I wish I could live my life sitting on a bass amp just being amazing.
I really also, I don't know why, but I was like, I had a moment where I was like, I want a bourbon.
Yeah.
I want a bourbon with a couple ice cubes.
Yeah, I'm like very into cocktails right now, but I'm always afraid to choose one because they're so very, very expensive that I'm like, I'll just have seltzer.
So I was at it was actually in St. Louis. I was in St. Louis doing some public radio fun stuff, and they took us to a craft cocktail bar. Obviously, we are just inundated with the craft cocktail bars around here, but and they all have extreme menus. And I ordered a drink, and I wrote down the ingredients because I was like, what is going on? So the drink I ordered was called the Bamboozled, and what is in it? Bamboo, Duquette Curacao Noir, Gifford Vanilla, and Luxadero Amaro. So I asked the server, I said, I do not understand one of the words printed on this menu. What does this cocktail taste like? I'm curious. And the server was amazing. She goes, oh, great question. It's one of my favorite cocktails. So it tastes like, well, I'll tell you this. It's got a round mouth feel. And it's hot, but not smoky or spicy, more like bright, like brighter than bright. And it has a salinity that is thirst quenching, but also kind of makes you want to drink more on the palate. And I was like, there was just a lot of communication happening for only you, because I have no idea what just happened. But I was like, fine, I'll order it. Like, bring it up. $18, let me try it. And she brought over the cocktail. And was very excited for me to try it and waiting for me to taste it. And I drank it, and I was like, Dr. Pepper. That's what it tastes like, Dr. Pepper. If you've ever wondered what the ingredients of Dr. Pepper, it was a great mystery. These are what they are. They are Gifford Vanilla, Luxadero Amaro, and some Bumbu rum, as it turns out.
That sounds actually delicious. I'm like, by the way, I found out this weekend, I went into a wine store and I casually asked the clearly very alcoholic owner who was like, I'll open up that if you want to try it. I was like, what is Amaro? And he's like, it's amazing. Let's open one. I was like, are you okay? I was like, aren't you not supposed to get high on your own supply? And so he opened it up and he was like, you can really, really taste the bark in this one. And the burnt artichoke.
The burnt artichoke? That's fantastic.
Burnt artichoke.
Oh, it's my dream to be. So it's from bark? What?
I don't know. It
Just
seemed
taste
like one of those things where you're like, oh, in the olden days, they just put garbage together, let it rot, and then they sieved it out, and now we drink it and think it's like fancy.
Right, high class,
Yeah.
high class stuff.
Yeah.
Speaking of high class, I mean, this is not a thing we can have happening in New York because of spaces, unless you are someone with a backyard. But you know how there's the stereotype that the man goes into his man cave. Men have this place where they can be themselves and have their comic books and action figures, if you're my husband, and have that. So the female version, which I was not aware of until a commercial and a friend pointed out to me, is the she shed. The she shed, that is a space that a woman can create in her backyard and pursue whatever her passions are. Well, you know, they have pictures. Oh, is it your passion crafting, or is it writing, or whatever it is? By the way, I have no room for a she shed. If I had a she shed in my apartment, it would probably be like a sheet in the corner of my bedroom over the chair that I put the clothes on that I will not dry clean. That would be my she shed. But I was like, if I could have one, like if the dream was to have a little shed in your backyard where you could have whatever you want just for you, what would it be? It's kind of and I was like, I would want a bar. I want a bar with a bartender, and I want to have a glass of wine and write in my journal without a strange man leaning over and going, so are you a writer? Like, that's what I want. I want to be left alone at a bar. I want the bar experience of The Shining, actually, is what I'm looking for.
You know what I want in my
What do you
she
want?
shed? My she shed is actually a bathtub that
Yes.
no one's ever been in. Because I think we can all agree, like, if you're in a bathtub and a random pube that you know is not from your body floats on, it's ruined. And then in the bathtub, there's a special faucet. And you open up that faucet, and there is a genetically modified rosé that they modify with your own blood type, so you don't ever get a hangover.
That's amazing.
And then I just sit back there and hide from my family.
The old AB Rosé.
Exactly.
Yeah, fantastic.
Exactly.
All right, everybody. We have a dance troupe coming to the stage. That's why they did this amazing production, getting everything ready for a dance troupe. Excited? I'm excited. Yeah? Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so please welcome
Rovaco!
Dance Company, everybody. Rovaco Dance Company, everybody. Rovaco Dance Company. All right, we've had comedy, we've had music, we've had dance, and we're going to round things up with one final number by the woman you saw on stage earlier wearing sparkles and the two amazing dancers. May I present the final number, Adira Amram and The Experience, everybody! Ophira Eisenberg! Woo! Are you guys ready to keep this party started? Yo, DJ P-Love, you ready to hit that track? All right. While you're waiting, you guys ready for some body rolls? Oh, yeah. Are you ready in the back for some body rolls? This song is about something that everybody loves. You got me going. Can we pump it up? You got me going. You got me going. Come to my pizza party. I will get your pizza started. You will get my pizza started. At my pizza party, come to my pizza party. I will get your pizza started. You will get my pizza started.